We are back. We got some more gems, y'all. I reported on the latest update. I can't wait to see what's going to happen. Like, something has to happen. It's very clear that a lot of this stuff has been manipulated. Whether Tory took the stand or spoke up for herself or not, the science told the story. But when you can't get all the pages to the book, you don't get the whole story. And they withheld a lot of stuff. That's why Megan's team is saying, "Oh, that's not new evidence. That's not blah, blah." Come on. It's new because you guys held it back, or they would submit things in a manner in which Tory's team couldn't reply in time enough. Anyway, I'm done yapping. I'm not feeling the situation. I watch Poetic Flacco a lot. Let's see what his take is on it. Let's go.
Right away. One of the initial pieces in the first step, they pointed out information that contradicted the storyline that Tory Lanez told Megan Thee Stallion's dance bit and then fired 6 shots at her. They released footage of Megan Thee Stallion admitting that she stepped on glass, but not just that. In this interaction with the police, Megan Thee Stallion was very concerned about her going to jail and her being in trouble. And to me, that's very strange. A gunshot victim being really concerned about the police discovering something that could send her to jail doesn't make sense to me. And this isn't Megan Thee Stallion's first run-in with the law. Megan Thee Stallion has a long rap sheet, bro. Megan Thee Stallion has multiple mugshots out there. So Megan Thee Stallion understands the law. If you did nothing wrong and you are the gunshot victim, why would you be going to jail for getting shot?
What's that?
Do you think we're gonna go to jail?
I don't know. We're trying to figure it all out.
Come on, man. The male horse put hands on Kelsey. That's something right there. Now, maybe that strap was Megan's. Maybe it was her strap. We know it wasn't Tory's, and I hope no bodyguard's running around with a pink strap. I don't care. I hope not. Maybe it was Megan's unregistered strap. What do you have to be nervous about? You just got popped in both feet. But on BodyCam, you admit something different. The real thing.
As long as you guys cooperate with us and you guys tell us what happened, we'll go accordingly, okay? But if you guys are not telling us, if you guys are, then I don't think...
I really cannot go to jail.
Okay.
I cannot have that on my image.
Okay. So how did that happen to you?
Glass.
Glass? Where?
Where we were coming from. But I'm not from here, so I...
Okay.
That's the only place you got shot at? That's the only place you got shot?
I didn't get shot.
Oh, you did it?
No, ma'am. I mean, no, sir.
She was also very concerned about her image and how this story would make her look. The storyline of getting super drunk at Kylie Jenner's house, trying to fight Kylie Jenner, fighting your best friend, fighting a man that night, being exposed for sleeping with the man that your best friend is doing a sneaky link with, that looks bad for you. That looks horrible. And then stepping on a glass because you're super intoxicated and you're just drunk looks horrible. But the storyline of this really angry man shot at you because you stood up for yourself, now that storyline looks wonderful for your career.
This shit's all about image, y'all. I've been saying this in almost every video that I've done about this. This situation happened from a black man taking accountability and responsibility for what he did with these two friends and how it came out and how it affected all of their relationships. Now, you're clapping both of them. It comes out. The bodyguard Built Bear wanted to brawl with their bestie. We know who won net or got the best of the situation. Stevie Wonder could see that. Now, I can't go to jail. I can't have it on my image. Why? Because we already know you're like that, especially when you drink. Who made the story up? Who made the story up? How can you be so passionate and so hell bent on destroying somebody else's image off lies? Making songs and everything. I'm gonna tell y'all something that stood out to me though. When she had that live and she said, "Kelsey, if you ain't do it, why you ain't say you ain't do it?" Nobody did it.
Because looking like a horrible drunk who was sleeping with your best friend's man looks crazy. Now, the police didn't just take her word for it. The police did their investigation at the scene. And at the scene, they discovered enough evidence to show that Megan Thee Stallion stepped on glass, which is why when the police charged Tory Lanez initially, they only charged Tory Lanez for gun possession because they found a gun, I think, on the passenger side of the vehicle.
Shooting or anything? That's how we got dispatched.
Well, we have the gun here, and then we have other units. They're searching the house where it happened. So that's all we have so far.
So nothing happened in the vehicle.
No, we don't have any casings. No.
Okay, from what you've been told. Okay.
And then there's some cash over. Looks like.
Was the person who got caught with the other people here that you have in handcuffs? Were they all together?
They were all together.
Yes, they were all in the same car.
Okay, and then. Do we know how she got cut?
I believe when she stepped down, there's a glass.
She dropped a glass bottle, and then I think she stepped on it and cut herself.
Okay.
Getting out of the vehicle.
Okay, so her friends didn't cut her then.
Right.
Oh, well.
Yeah. Rear passengers step out of the vehicle. Let me see your hands. Show us your hands. Come out with your hands up. Okay? Come out, people passenger with their hands up. Hands up. Alright, move back to the sound of my voice. Keep your hands up. Move back to the sound of my voice. Move back. Keep going. Keep going. Hey, stop, stop. Move to the left. Keep moving. It's right down forward. Move back to the sound of my voice. Move back. Back.
Oh, she cut herself.
The corruption here is crazy. The police officer literally watched her with her own eyes, seen her in 4K with her own eyes, stepping on the bottle and then began to limp. She stepped on the bottle in front of the police officers. You just heard her say, "Oh man, she just stepped on the bottle and she cut her." So if they watched her step on the bottle, cut herself open, probably had some fragments go in the open wound because she's walking on literal glass at the time. How does this equate to Tory Lanez popped at her?
Bro, you gotta be tipsy out of your mind to really sit there and drop the bottle out the car, for one. But to step on it, you got to be super delusional and a super narcissist to blame somebody else just to save your shitty career. Shame on everybody that judged, dude. Even being able to see the writing on the wall, you knew this wasn't right from the jump. Everybody turned on Tory.
Ma'am, do you think we're gonna go to jail?
What's that?
Do you think we're gonna go to jail?
What woman you know who just got shot is talking that calmly, is that composed, is that stoic? A gunshot victim is that composed, that stoic? It's kind of like somebody just sitting on the curb, man, like just waiting for the police to go away. Is that, come on, bro. Bro, anybody with a brain can look at this. and say, bro, what are we doing here, bro? How do we go from this to somebody being in jail right now for 10 plus years? This is crazy. And they even show the hospital footage where Megan Thee Stallion is telling the doctors, yeah, I stepped on glass. It's whatever.
And so what happened with your claim? You were just one ball stepping on glass. I have another cut on my right foot. I just stepped on glass the other day. So you were already hurt when you got into the ambulance. And then at that point, your friends were running down to the hospital.
Pay attention to her saying, I stepped on glass the other day too. So she already had an open wound. And that would make sense when we get to the gun and the bullet fragments and other things involved in this case. But I stepped on glass the other day too.
This woman is real different, y'all. Even her latest crash out. Talking about, Tory, leave me alone. You're a demon. You did it. You know you did it. Make it make sense. I feel like this is the reason why the projectile fragments got lost. There weren't any. This is so disgusting, y'all. To the point where the doctor, the hospital, Label, Meg, Kelsey, it's a lot of people that need to be held accountable. If there's nothing done, if you can go back to 1970 something and hold a person accountable for stories that women are making up and lock them up, wink, wink, Mr. Bill, something has to be done, y'all. Because in this situation, we ain't got to go back far. We can just go back a few years. Something has to be done. This man almost lost the ultimate on something built on lies. Think about that. Let that sink in.
They provided the full timeline to expose the story that Megan Thee Stallion told of, I tried to protect Tory Lanez initially, but the only reason I'm saying he shot me now is because he spoke out first. They provided a timeline to show that was an absolute lie. She did not say she stepped on glass initially to protect Tory Lanez, and she didn't change her mind because Tory Lanez spoke out first. That's a lie. So the timeline here goes. Megan posts about being shot on July 15, 2020. Megan names Tory Lanez to the police the following day on July 16th of 2020. Tory Lanez haven't gone public yet. July 27, Megan Thee Stallion goes live on Tory Lanez's birthday. Specifically, this was her first live. It goes on August 20th, Megan Thee Stallion publicly names Tory Lanez as the shooter. But she already named Tory Lanez as a shooter to the police already, okay? And she goes live on his birthday to taunt him. Continues. Daystar tweets for the first time. So this is when Tory Lanez first tweet to clear his name. Tory Lanez goes live October 20th. This is the first time Tory Lanez goes live to clear his name. So they like, hold on, bro. If you told the police you got shot, if you got shot like the day afterwards, and you only told them you stepped on glass to protect Tory Lanez, then one, why'd you tell the police you got shot the day after? And then why did you go public naming Tory Lanez when Tory Lanez hadn't spoken or done any press whatsoever?
Yeah. It's the timeline for me. You took a whole day to report that you got popped. This is what he got for attempting to protect two black women. And I put emphasis on black. I do. Just off the strength that it's a message that needs to be taken from this situation. Like, don't play with people's lives. Don't do that.
Peep how Megan said in her statement, the narrative that's been reported about Sunday morning's events are inaccurate. She will claim that she was a victim, that she suffered a gunshot wound, and that they pulled bullets from out of her legs. She says, I was never arrested. The police officers drove me to the hospital where I underwent surgery to remove the bullets. Bullets? There was no bullets found in Megan Thee Stallion's leg. And the reason why Megan Thee Stallion was worried about being arrested, because if you look at the pictures they took at the police station of Kelsey's legs had nothing but cuts and scratches on it. Megan Thee Stallion did a number on Kelsey, and she bragged about it in her song. All right, you could literally see in the song the lyrics says, "Who will snitch? I ain't never went to the police," with no names. So this is a song called "Shots Fired" by Megan Thee Stallion. She raps, "Who will snitch? I ain't never went to the police," with no names. I thought a bid that got her chain snatched called a loss has something to say. Hey, you think it's out of the realm of possibility that Kelsey, after getting whooped on by a woman 4 to 5 inches taller than her with about 50 pounds on her, you think it's out of the realm of possibility that she picked up a gun to defend herself?
It's very important that justice is served now. They were so quick to serve it on false details, a false narrative. It has to be served on the truth. Point blank, period. Like, I'm really at a loss for words, for real. Like, scatterbrained, because it's just blatant. It can't be any more in your face, y'all. And how they'll play with us. It can't be more in your face to how people just lay there and take it. I've never been that type. I've been yapping too much. Let's go.
Wait. No, it didn't. No?
They shot out of the car?
The windows were open, that's why it sounded like either way. Yeah, I didn't
No,
really
they
see
were
it.
on my side. The girl opened the door, two girls fighting, and then they shot.
Okay.
She got out of the car.
Doors of the Escalade open, and the girl come out and pull open the passenger door and started screaming and yelling at somebody in the car.
So the girl who came out of the passenger, you're talking about the front passenger?
No, the rear.
The rear passenger. So the girl comes out of the rear passenger and she goes to the front passenger?
Yes.
And she opens up the car door?
Yes.
And then what happens?
They're screaming and shouting at each other, and they start fighting.
The two girls?
Yeah, I can see one like feet coming out trying to kick her, and the other one's fighting, and then the passenger gets out.
So the girl who does the punching and the kicking is the girl that comes out of the back passenger?
The front. Can we stop there? Because I don't want to. I'll tell you, and then I want to go. My son's on his own.
Yeah, I understand.
I don't want
and it's loud with the cars.
And I don't really want to. So basically, the car stopped. The girl in the back got out, started screaming and shouting, ripped the door, pulled the door open, but pulled it so sort of viciously that's why I presume the driver got out. She starts screaming. She starts hitting the girl. The girl on the side, her feet come out. She starts to kick the girl away. On the passenger. They get out, they start fighting here, they start fighting, the driver comes round and tries to sort of break it up, it gets a bit more violent, and between them, the girl then climbs back into the front driver passenger seat.
Where's the shorter black guy?
He's in the back.
He's in the back of the car? Okay.
Then the gun. Girl shoots it. So the driver's door's open.
You're seeing the girl shoot?
Can I help you?
Yes. I have an appointment at 3.
I think, is it this house?
Yes, I'm so sorry.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
So you see the girl doing the shooting?
I see what appears to be the girl standing here and shooting into the car. That's what it looked like to me. But it was dark, and I'm above, so...
Tory was in the back of the car. Meg got her big bison body, polar bear built. I'ma chill. She got out that car, ripped that door open. I can see it. I can see Kelsey little legs just doing the bicycle kicks. That's probably how the chain got snatched and everything. Let me know your thoughts, y'all. Let me know where you're from, how long you've been here. Let me know your thoughts, period. This got me kind of off. I'm not gonna lie. It's scary in so many different aspects. I'm out. Peace.